Danny Segura here at Fight Ready. I'm next to everybody's boy, Eryk Anders, who returns December 3rd in Orlando, Florida against Daukaus. Eryk, we're not that far away from your fight. Can you give us more or less an idea of where you're at in training camp? What kind of stage are you in right now?
Yeah, we're about a month away, still chipping away at the game plan, getting in shape, drilling a lot. I think it's better to drill reactions. If this happens, boom, 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 what's my, ABC, whatever. So doing a lot of drilling, a lot of strength and conditioning, and getting ready for wherever the fight goes.
Yeah. You're still sparring, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, about a month away, so I'll probably spar for the next 3 weeks or so, and then kind of taper off after that.
Okay. What would you say is the most enjoyable part of the process of training camp? Is it now? Was it earlier? Is it yet to come? Or does it all suck? Like, where are you at right now, and what do you like best?
Obviously the end of the process is the best, going out there getting a win, but, I just enjoy the whole process from beginning. At the beginning, of course, it sucks because you're not in as good a shape. You're probably a little bit heavier. You're used to, for me, eating burgers, pizza, beer, sodas, and things like that. So you have to stop eating that stuff and then start eating green stuff, which obviously doesn't taste as good. So, but I enjoy the whole process. Watching my body composition change, watching me get faster, stronger. Get better at moves and drilling and stuff like that. So I enjoy the whole process, and I'm glad I get to do this for a living.
Yeah. This fight against Daukaus is at 185, but I know you've had some fights at 205. How's your weight management nowadays? Is this where you're going to stay, you think, 185?
Man, y'all know I get in where I fit in, man. 85, 205. I really don't say no unless the timing isn't right or whatever. So, I'm down for 85, 205, but I think my best performances and my best preparation and getting ready for fights comes at 185.
Yeah. And talk to me about your opponent. I'm guessing you guys have studied him already and have already a formed game plan, or are forming a game plan. More or less, can you give us a rundown of a scouting report of what he's good at and what you're trying to do in there?
Yeah, I think he's good everywhere. He's a Philly kid, so they don't make him any other way other than tough in Philly. So.
Yeah.
He's been a tough outing for a lot of people. Really skilled jiu-jitsu player. I believe he's a black belt. Pretty sure he's down there training with Daniel Gracie and Sean Brady and Petrosky and all those guys like that. I think they're 15-0 in the UFC, that camp. So I know he's training with good coaches, good training partners, or whatever. So I feel like they're like a grapple-heavy school. So I'm sure he's trying to get better at what he's good at. So, but I know they do everything over there, so I'm sure I'll have my hands full December 3rd, but for sure looking to go out there and get my hand raised at the end.
Yeah, for sure. And I had seen online you did some stem cells recently.
Yeah.
How was that? Because that's a very new field, right? Did it work out for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Went down there to do chips down there in Tijuana, and man, my main problem area was my neck. It was getting hard to wrestle and steer people, and you kind of need this thing to take punches and eat punches and whatnot. So I was having a really hard time with range of motion and turning my neck and using my head for anything other than getting punched. You know. So they really alleviated all that. I got full range of motion. It doesn't hurt, doesn't creak, crack, or pop. So feeling good.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? It's like a brand new thing, and wrestling's just brutal on the body. Glad it worked out and you're feeling a lot better. Something else that I wanted to ask you was you were on Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
How was that experience like? I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. MMA fans, it's like a nice surprise. Oh, I know that guy, from the MMA world. How did that come together?
Even the opportunity surprised me. The opportunity came because they filmed a different movie in Birmingham, and the stunt coordinator of that movie became the stunt coordinator or the stunt director for Cobra Kai. So they were filming right there in Atlanta, which is 2.5 hours away from Birmingham. So, and gave me a call, had to audition, read my lines and stuff, and got the part. And man, it was a cool experience. I grew up watching all those Karate Kid movies, so it's not like I grew up with them, but it's the same cast of characters.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see them all these years later, still getting out there doing it. William Zabka, who's Johnny Lawrence, does all those kicks and punches and stuff. He does his own fight scenes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm guessing you would want to do something like that again if given the opportunity?
Yeah, I think it would be dope to, make little appearances and there and, try and launch that career for after fighting, you know, keep pivoting, you know. It's kind of what I try to do because you can't fight forever, so what are you going to do after? So, you know, that'd be awesome if that, WWE or whatever, something like that, they'd be right up my alley.
Yeah, for sure. And lastly, this is the first time I interview you, so I wanted to ask you about your nickname, your boy. Probably one of the most simple yet best nicknames in the UFC. I always get a chuckle when I hear Bruce Buffer with a suit all proper saying "your boy."
Yeah.
How did that one come together?
Man, it's just kind of the way I talk, and it's not even me, not only me who talks. Like you hear a lot of people say like "help your boy out" or you know "let your boy get $5" or whatever, and you know it's not like a super popular thing in Birmingham where I live, and I just be like, you know, do this for your boy, let your boy do this, let your boy get that, or whatever, and it just kind of stuck, and then it you know just kind of grew on people, and you know it's like my fourth nickname, you know, so but, I really like it, so it's good.
Oh, you've had other nicknames.
Yeah.
Which ones?
I've had like Frankenstein, cause I was like super stiff. E-Money, which is really funny because I was like broke when I had that name, so I don't even know how that even came about. Savage, just a bunch of like little generic, just you know whatever. But then like when they started calling me your boy, it just kind of like stuck and grew. So you know I'm happy we found that one and stuck with it.
Yeah, it definitely has a nice ring to it.
Sure.
All right, well, best of luck in the rest of training camp and your fight on December 3rd.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother.